Hello, this is Dr. Tillis, and today I will walk you through completing your assignment Chapter 9, Case Problem 1, Kelly's Boutique in Access. So this problem is prompting you to create a database to keep record of a book inventory. So you are prompted to create a new database file using provided information and name the file Chapter 903 student's name, meaning you will put your name at the end of that. You know how to do this already from your Excel exercises. I mean, how to rename the file. In Access, you follow similar steps. You just save as database, save as, and you change that name. Okay, to begin, you would open a database, and first and foremost you would go to Create. On my screen you will see that I've already created the book table. You are provided in the assignment with the table structures. So for the book table, you are provided with the field names and the data type for the specific fields. I want to point out that you have to be very careful when typing in this information. Since you will be establishing relationship between several tables, you want to make sure the field names are typed correctly, because you will have to establish this relationship. And if you have not typed correctly the name of the fields, the relationships would not be detected. So let's see how we create a table. So you clicked on Create, and you have two tables now that we will have to rename. I'm going to click here, and in Design View, I will save the table name as Department. I already have the book table. Okay. And Publisher table. So I'm going to go back to the Department table, and Department table has only three fields: Department, Supervisor, and Phone. So I am going to put in Department, and Phone. Okay, and I want to make sure that the data type, you saw how it automatically, the data type was automatically entered, but I do want to make sure that I have the correct one. So the auto number data type is not correct. It would have to be short text. So I just click down, you see the options, and you choose the right one. The Supervisor is short text as well as the Phone. For the Publisher table, we will do the same. Note that I want to point out that in Access you have various views. So you have the datasheet view, and then you have the design view. You can add field names in the design view, in the design view, and view them in the datasheet view. So I'm going to click between these tables so you can see, okay, I am in datasheet view. Once you enter your content, the books, they will all be shown here. However, the structure of your books, of your table, will be shown in the design view. I hope that's not too confusing. Same here. Department table, you will see the content once I add it, but if you go into design view, you can change the structure of that table. So I am in the Publisher view now, and I will add the fields, I want to make sure that I am on design view. So field, I have publisher number. Again, I want to make sure that I spell the field names the same in each table. Pub number, is it pub number? Let me check in the book table. It is PUB and UM, so I can also copy it just to make sure that I'm not making a mistake, and I can paste it. All right, and then make sure that also the data type, it's the same data type for this field as it is in the book table. Otherwise, down the road, you might have issues when you try to perform various actions. So in this case, it is a number, and then I have publisher, which is a short text, context, contact, short text, and phone. Short text again. So now you see I have all of these tables. Don't forget to save. So going back to the book table, I am in datasheet view now. You can enter your data. I can copy and paste. I have my ebook open on the other, but it won't let me to copy and paste it. I have the ebook opened in my other screen, so I am not going to put each item in, but you kind of see where I'm going. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit with entering the data. So for this exercise, and for the sake of saving some time, I skipped over to where now I have all three tables completed. I entered all of the information, but one step that you want to make sure you complete is also to go into the design view and make sure that you selected that primary key. So primary key is a unique identifier for each record. It's like a fingerprint. So for this specific table, I want a primary key be the ISBN number. It's a good choice. You just right click on this field and then you set your primary key. You could do that for any of the fields in your table. I just wanted to point this out. Same for the department table. Okay. And for the publisher, same here. So you see I have key, primary key in every table set up. So just keep in mind as a summary for point A of your assignment as a wrap-up, tables are the backbone of your database. So once they are all set up, then you can start building forms, queries, and report that will make your data come alive. All right, so think of this step as the laying foundation for everything else that you will build in Access. Now, for the next step, you are asked to establish the appropriate relationship between each table. So, and then print a relationship report. Again, printing is not required for the purpose of your exercise. This file will be saved and submitted online. I just wanted to make sure that I covered this step. So to start this, you first go and I'm gonna try to move this thing. You are here, and then so you will go and click on the Relationships tab. Okay, and you see that mine is already popping up just because it had been created. If you don't see this side menu open, you just click on Add Tables, and then your tables will be listed here. And then you just add tables to this screen. Note that you can modify the look and kind of click and hold and drag them, and then you will be able to expand the view that way. So relationships are created between tables that have common fields. So you notice that there is a direct table from the book. It has a department linked to the department table, and then from the book to the publisher table because there's a publisher number here. So how do you create relationships, right? I deleted my previous relationship just because I wanted to show you. So I clicked on Add Tables, so my tables pop up here, okay? And then I double click on Edit Relationships up here, okay? And then I can go in the table query and put in department table, and automatically brings up the book table because it detected that the department, it's a common field. And then I'll click on Enforce referential integrity, and then that's going to be saying, okay, I'm getting an error because it says that the book table is in use by another person or process. So I have to just look and see and make sure nothing is open before I try that again.